Man, here it is. It's made it to America. The 2027 Suzuki GSX-R, one of my favorites, 750. We're going to talk about this bike today. What's changed, what hasn't changed, and what makes it so great. Stay with me. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is turn that key on, let this dash fire up. The first thing we'll say is it's the same dash, no TFT, and I know I'm going to hear a bunch of people say, no TFT? Come on, man, no changes, but it's analog, and I'll tell you what, if you read the comments or leave a comment in this video, a ton of people love it just the way it is. Let's get this thing started up, turn it on here, pull in the clutch, the kickstand is up. Let me adjust this mirror real quick. We're going to need that. Huge thank you, Plano, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Aprilia, that always allows me to do these first rides. This one, I was looking on the VIN number, and I believe it's number 26. Plano, Kawasaki, Suzuki, they are one of the highest volume dealers in the U.S., and they get this stuff first, and they have a huge inventory of every current model. So if you want to reach out to them, you can. All their details are below the video. First thing we're going to talk about is it does have a steering dampener, which always appeals to me. I was kind of let down that it wouldn't get a quick shifter this year, but they did keep the same price, and the price on this is like $13,500. And I believe it's the same price or lower than the 26 version. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's take This is a 130 horsepower motorcycle. It redlines at 14,250. And it will definitely, making sure that didn't move my camera. Looking there in the viewfinder, we got a good view. Sorry about that. But man, this bike is so crisp and sharp. I'm going to be honest with you. Not much has changed. Really, just the color. And I'll put this other color up that they had in the store. And actually, they have a 40th anniversary that's titled as a 2027. So I guess they're going to carry that over here in America. One thing I will tell you just right off the jump is it's probably one of the more comfortable sport bikes. I mean, when you really get into the sport bike segment, it is one of the more comfortable bikes. You do have electronic steering stabilizer. The brakes are really good. I mean, Brembos never fail. Or I shouldn't say fail, but they never they always are. Anyways, I can't think of the right word. I'm trying to overthink it. But man, this thing with a flash, you could really wake it up. One thing that was interesting to me, I was walking around this bike, and I always spend some time with them and say, baby, treat me right out on the road. But I was looking at the can on it, the exhaust can, which is titanium. The other part of the exhaust is stainless. And the titanium can said E5 or E4, that's right. And I'm thinking, I thought we were in E5 regulations. I don't know how the E5 relates to America or the USA, but I thought that was kind of weird. But like I said, this is pretty much, there's not a whole lot to bring you on this, but I can tell you, and let's talk about the whole industry. I think you're going to see a lot of this in 27. Bikes staying the same. Prices are rising. Raw goods are rising. This guy's got a flat. God bless him, man. Let's get around him. I feel sorry for that dude. That's a pure pain in the ass changing a flat. But prices are rising. Material goods are rising. And I think you're going to have two classes of manufacturers for a while till stuff stables out, and that's going to be your highline stuff, where it's going to be your cutting edge electronics, cutting edge features, all that. That's going to be Ducati. But in my mind, Ducati is almost pricing themselves out of the market. I mean, if you go price a new Panigale or a new V4S or any of that stuff, I believe we're over 30 grand now. Now, I know a lot of people got it, but I think the majority don't. I mean, I paid that once for a bike, and it was the most awesome bike I've ever had, an M1, the Super Naked BMW Carbon Edition. But man, 2 years into it, I'm like, and I ride all these bikes up here. I do 2 videos a week, and I'm thinking, man, that was probably the dumbest purchase I ever made. And one thing with that bike, I was always super paranoid about breaking the carbon wheels. I finally sold it. It was one of the best bikes I've ever had. Nothing ever happened to it. Let's get this thing. Oh man, I don't want to get on the edge of the tire because these are brand new tires, but man, I tell you what, you cannot beat a 750. There is just no way. I think it's the perfect size platform. This is basically a 600 frame with a 750 motor in it. That's what it is. So I don't know why I pulled in this damn parking lot. Oh, ZX4 there. But the 27s are coming in. They've got 3 different colors of this. The 40th anniversary, which is titled 2027, that kind of makes me think, did they misstep on that? Is that like going to be collectible? One thing about Suzuki is you can definitely depend on these Suzukis. They are dependable, 100%. They're a bulletproof platform. I don't see them going anywhere soon. Suzuki has a dependable platform, no doubt. I'm going to Whataburger afterwards. Man, thank you to all the subscribers. The 27s are coming in. I'm fixing to get back to 2 videos a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll film them. Wednesdays and Fridays they'll come out. But man, Les Chug, all of y'all, Exterminator, Truman, all of y'all, man, Brent, God, and I can't say all your names. I'll post a video pretty soon in one of these bike ride videos. Y'all are just awesome, man. We're talking hundreds of comments, hundreds. You've made the community so much fun, and y'all give me the drive to do this. That's an awesome bike right there. 1100 Versus. And I'll tell you another thing. I think, well, the younger people always do the sport bike thing, but that's going into the 500cc stuff. And I think a lot of these super fast 600s, Kawasaki will always have one, but that 500cc platform, for the most part, for all these manufacturers, you can see BMW getting into it. You can see a lot of different manufacturers getting into it. That's where the money's at, because I'm going to call it millennials and even older people that just want to learn how to ride and not be fearful. But man, let me jump off of this and show you this bike. I believe that red is called Candy Darling, and they put it on their 1000 before. My Zook Nation guys will definitely know when that color came out, but I know I've seen it. It has white decals there, black one there with like a 2-tone decal. Here's that muffler that I was telling you about. I don't know if you can see it. Put it right there. E4. I'm thinking, aren't we an E5? I know it may be crazy, but they did put new tires on it this year. It's got Bridgestones, 180 55s, and it is a BT016F. I don't remember seeing that tire on the other ones, but I could be wrong. Anyways, here it is. 2027 GSXR 13549. And if that price was lower, than last year's. You'll see it in the video. Thank God I have all of y'all. It's been so awesome. 27s are coming in. Make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, hit that like button. We'll see you on the next one.